Good day, everyone! Before we proceed to our main topic, let us do this first. I will show you images, and within 3 seconds, tell me which barangay has the highest and the lowest population in the province of Biliran. What do you think are the answers? I hope you answered Naval, that has the highest population, and Maripipi has the lowest one. From the information given about the population in the province of Biliran, which do you think is easier to understand? Very well said! What you've done has a connection of our topic for today. Now sit back and without further ado, let's get started! People who can't communicate think everything is an argument. Communication is not only relaying messages through voice and letters. It does not limit its purpose to written and verbal text. When technology came into this world, different modes of communication came to existence. They are called multimodal. What is multimodal? Whenever we communicate, we use several processes. You can either read, listen, view, or speak. These processes are called modes. Whenever we combine these modes to create a meaning, we create also multimodal text. A multimodal text is a combination of two or more modes to create a meaning. A mode of multimodal text can be in form of. It can be a spoken language whenever we discuss or converse. It can also be in a written language whenever we write. Or it can be a pattern of meaning. Basically, we are surrounded with multimodal text. Oftentimes, we are not curious about it. The first type of multimodal is what we call linguistic, or the vocabulary, the structure, the grammar of oral or written language. Next is the visual, which is the color, vector, and the viewpoint in still and moving images. Or it can be the audio, which is the volume, the pitch, and the rhythm of the music and sound effects. Next can be the gestures, which is the movement, facial expressions, and the body language. Last but not the least, spatial, or the proximity, direction, position of layout, and organization of objects in space. As we go along, you can answer the following question. How does multimodal text helps you to learn the efficient way to become familiar with the different methods of learning, remembering, and studying information? To understand the practical application of multimodal, let us compare these two speeches from the two former presidents of the Philippines.
Well, we just have to begin now with honesty, with thrift, with efficiency. Tama na ang pagpapasasa, tama na ang nakawan, tama na ang aksaya, tama na ang mga palabas. Kailangan magbanat tayo ng mga buto at tunay na serbisyo ang siyang dapat nating maging balangkas para sa ating mga solusyon. Ngayon taon, mula sa inaasahang 73 bilyong piso, pababa sa 60 bilyong piso lamang, kailangan magsagawa ng mga kakulangang pagbabago at pagtitipid ang pamahalaan upang lalo pang palitin ang inaasahang nito sa 40 bilyong piso lamang.
At hindi po buenas lang ang nangyaring pag-angat ng ating rice productivity. Bunga po ito ng matinong pamamalakad ng paggamit ng maiinam na klase ng bini at masusi at epektibong paggastos para sa irigasyon. Nito nga pong nakaraang taon, 11,600 at 11 bagong ektarya ng bukirin ang napatubigan natin. Dagdag pa yan sa halos 212,000 hektarya na nakumpuni o nabigyan muli ng irigasyon matapos ang panahon ng pagkakatiwangwang. Isinasabuhay ito ng Oplan Lambat Sibat na sinimulang ipatupad sa Metro Manila. Pinag-aralan natin ang modus ng mga kriminal at stratehikong dineploy ang ating kapulisan. Kaya nga po, nahuhuli ang mga big fish na nagmamando sa mga gang na bubuwag ang mga sindikato at buwababa ang krimen sa bansa. Sa loob ng ating termino, halos 163,000 na wanted ang nahuli ng PNP. Higit 1,000 na gang naman po ang na-neutralize at 29,294 na baril na walang lisensya ang nakumpiska sa buong bansa.
Which speech do you think is easier to understand? Let's compare. The first speech was President Estrada, wherein he used linguistic or spoken language and audio of his voice. Then, President Aquino used linguistic and audio also, but he used spatial as graphics. And that alone makes communication effectively.
Multimodal texts are always around us. With multimodal text, red means stop, green means go. It uses visual and spatial. With multimodal text, we can determine the message and the mood of the song through the rhythm, volume, pitch, and the lyrics. It uses linguistic and audio. With multimodal text, we can determine the message effectively just by reading the body language and special expressions. It uses gestures.
For your activity, compare and contrast the information illustrated in the pairs of multimodal text. Use a Venn diagram for your answer.
And that's what multimodal text is all about. I hope you'll stick around and please take note of your activity for this lesson. Thank you for watching.